a 2nd and 2. In motion goes the tight end. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Summers. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Sometimes get a 1st and goal, and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield now. Now he'll take this and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely. The lead to a new set of downs.
From the 29, here's second down and 2. Mayfield looks to throw. A short throw there, pulled in by all. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Set.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. They go play action. Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
180. What's up?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. And he'll be tackled right on the 10. Welsh. Up the middle, Ochoa. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being Off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Again, it's Achane. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Prescott down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. And just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Achane gets it from the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. They set up the screen. Achane has it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Yeah! Now Prescott. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up.
Mayfield to throw it. He finds Bolden. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
now a 2nd and 10.
Regular, 180. What's that?
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
3rd down and 1.
What's that?
They'll run with Etienne. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
180.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Mayfield off the play fake. And Bolden brings it in, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39. Clear.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check. 180.
Etienne up the middle. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd. and 11 at the 34-yard line.
180. Stop.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 25. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
180.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
180. What's up?
Now Mayfield. That's complete to Bolden. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
180. Kings. What's up?
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
The Bucs will set up for the
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point? All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 51 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
That's good.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
It throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll drop that underneath DTN. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there on a Buccaneer first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Alert, up, 180. Stop.
Here's Mayfield. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Some inequalities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength. That's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down?
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us. And this an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries, and we know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win in just the 3rd Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch as those Giants shocked the Patriots in their perfection. And that lesser-known Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
So their offense... Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They go right back to Etienne. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And the Bucs have the first.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
180! What's up?
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. His first throw is an interception. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Dolphins take over after forcing the first turn.